The prestigious Oxford Union held a debate and a vote. Which is the greater threat to stability in the Middle East? Would that be Israel or Iran? And Israel is the greatest threat, according to the Oxford Union. They voted, and the vote wasn't even close. They debated this on the 13th of November. The motion, quote, Israel is a greater threat to regional stability than Iran. The vote ended up being 265 to 113 in favor of, yes, Israel is actually the bigger threat than Iran. It was an interesting debate, hearing both sides decide on, kind of coming up with their reasoning as to why one is a greater threat to the region than the other. But just before we get into that, the Oxford Union is a prestigious student-led debating society in Oxford, England. It was founded in 1823 to provide a forum for free speech and debate, exchange of ideas. Every week they host a different debate. They have high-profile guests. They debate things from politics to academia, culture. They have different social events and public speaking opportunities for its members. And some of its previous speakers have included Winston Churchill, Malcolm X, Albert Einstein. So it is a very prestigious debate society. And when they debated, they ended up saying that, yes, Israel is, in fact, overwhelmingly the greater threat to the region. I think it doesn't take much to come to that conclusion when you just look at the different countries that they've attacked individually. Israel has attacked way more countries than Iran has over the course of its entirety of the existence of Israel. Iran has attacked fewer countries. But also just in the last 10 years, even just in the last few days, Israel is attacking. In fact, last month, Israel attacked numerous different, this is in September. Israel has attacked 6 countries in the past 72 hours. This was in September. I believe September 10th is when this article came out. So not long ago. I mean, this is just kind of a snapshot of how Israel has behaved. I think many of us have seen this since October 7th. Israel just attacking and attacking and attacking. And at one point, they were fighting a 7-front war. They had 7 enemies that they were going after. And they were saying that Iran was the problem, yet Israel was bombing 7 different countries. And that was after October 7th. And just as recently as September, they were attacking 6 countries in 72 hours. And by the way, look at these 6 countries. One of them was shocking, Tunisia. What the hell are they doing attacking Tunisia? I mean, they had attacked Yemen, Syria, Lebanon, Gaza. They had attacked but Qatar. But then Tunisia? What were they doing attacking Tunisia? Well, in September, it was the flotilla. They had gone and they were attacking in Tunisian waters the freedom flotillas. That's who they were attacking. So Israel is a greater threat to the instability in the region just by the sheer fact that they continue to strike everybody. But just a recent list, just in the last 10 years, let me just get this list up here. In the past 10 years, Israel has attacked more countries directly than Iran has. Israel has conducted military operations, including airstrikes and missile attacks in at least 6 countries, while Iran has directly attacked or struck about 4 to 5, with much of its regional activity conducted through proxies rather than official state action. So you can't even blame, the only way you could say that Iran has attacked 4 or 5 countries is if you count the proxies. So if you say the Houthis in Yemen are actually Iran, even though they're Yemeni and they're operating out of Yemen, they're still considered Iran, which is, quite frankly, pretty unfair. I'm pretty sure they're operating in their own self-interest as well. Same thing for Hezbollah. You'd have to say that these Lebanese fighters in Lebanon are actually Iran. But they've got us thinking this way. They've got us thinking that, okay, if Lebanese fighters in Lebanon attack, then it's actually Iran. Or if Yemeni fighters in Yemen attack, it's actually Iran. That's the only way you can get to 4 or 5 countries that Iran has attacked in the last 10 years. That's the only way you get there. I believe the only country that Iran has actually attacked is Israel itself when they've fired missiles at Israel. Israel, on the other hand, absolutely does the targeting, the fighting, and bombing. And if you were to then, look, if we're going to play the game of, well, if Yemeni fighters in Yemen, or if Lebanese fighters in Lebanon, or if Iraqi fighters in Iraq bomb places, it's actually Iran. Well, then I guess we could say the same about Israel. We could say, well, any place that America bombs is actually Israel. Any place, which might be true, any place that the UK bombs, it might be that's actually Israel. I mean, you could play this game all day. It's mind-boggling that we think this way. They've got us gaslit to think this way. Now it's become second nature and normal to think this way, but it really shouldn't be. It doesn't make any sense if Lebanese fighters in Lebanon attack that it's actually Iran. That doesn't actually make sense, and we should stop doing that.